ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम। जय जय राम। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। ॐ श्री हनुमते नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनम्। ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ श्री तुलसीदासाय नमः। Hari Om, a very warm welcome. Naradji gave the appropriate advice at the appropriate time. He said, with reference to the horoscope or the horoscope, Girija will not get a fanciful husband, but she will get a husband who will be something very high, something very wonderful. Now we can say wonderful. Why? We have understood the meaning of those lakshanas which he had given. Isn't it? And who else can be better than Shiva? he himself said. So, having said that, giving a right indication that the best person who can get married to Parvati is Bhagavan Shiva alone, and he is nothing but as auspiciousness. Therefore, he says, Asakahi Narada Sumiri Hari, remembering the name of Bhagavan Hari, Girija Hidini Asisa, he blessed Girija. Now one may wonder, when he knows Girija is Parvati, how can he bless Bhagavan? He has to take blessings from Bhagavan. But right now, Parvati has taken the avatar of the daughter of Himavan. So she is in the Nara Rupa right now. Therefore, it is acceptable. Hoihi yaha kalyanab. Definitely auspiciousness alone will happen here. Good alone will happen here. Samshayata jahu Girisa. Hey Girisha, hey Himavan, Samshayata jahu. Just forget about anything. Don't have any kind of doubts. Okay? Don't have any kind of doubts. Having said that, Kahiyasa Brahma Bhavana Muni Gayavu. Muni, Narada, headed towards Brahma Bhavana, towards Brahma Loka. He has lot of things to do, lot of meetings to happen, so he proceeded there. Agila Charita Sunahu Jasabayavu. Now listen to what I say about the next part of the story. We will read the next Chaupai from 71. Kahi asa brahma bhavana muni gayavu agila charita sunahu asa bhayavu patihi ekanta pai kah maina नाथ न मैं समझे मुनि बैना जाऊं गरु बरु कुल होई अनुपा करिय बिबाहु सुता अनुरूपा नत कन्या बरु रहु कुवारी कंत उमा मम प्राण पियारी जौन मिलहि बरु गिरि जई जोगु गिरि जड सहज कहि सबु लोगु सोई बिचारी पति करेहु बिबाहु जेहि न बहोरी होई उरदाहु अस करि परी चरण धरि सीसा बोले सहित स्नेह गिरीसा बरु पावक प्रगट ससी माही नारद बचनु अन्यथा नाही प्रिया सोचु परिहरहु सबु सुमिरहु श्री भगवान पार्वती निरमय बुझहि सोई करिहि कल्याण सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. अस कहि ब्रह्म भवन मुनि गयವು ಆಗಿಲ ಚರಿತ ಸುನಹು ಜಸ ಭಯವು. Now Narad ji came, he has blessed and he has left. Pati hi ekanta pai kaha maina. Maina, wife of Himavanta. She waits and sees Pati hi ekanta. When he is alone, Maina comes and tells him, Natha, my lord, Name samujhe muni baina. I am unable to understand what that Muni had told. Please explain. Jogharu barukulu hoi anupa. You see, our daughter, such a beautiful daughter, such an amazing child she is. And if she has to go to another family, having getting married, she deserves a very beautiful house. Parvati deserves a very, very graceful, highly reputed, with lot of good values practiced in that family. She has to find such a family. Karya bibahu suta anurupa. To such a family, we can definitely give Parvati in marriage. Otherwise, see, this happens even in our normal life also, in our worldly life also. These wonderful husbands, and very interesting, they are called husbands. Hasna bandh ho gaya the moment he becomes husband. Why? He is pressurized. This we see here also. A sample here rather. It does not happen. One is that Shivaji does not get pressurized. That is another aspect of it. But I'm only correlating how it happens in our life also. So much of pressure is put on the husband's head. You remember, this is what should happen. Or else, Ai Ram. She says, or else, otherwise, Nata Kanya Baru Rahavu Kuvari. If you don't find a proper match, proper house, well value system practiced house, samskari house, if you don't find, it is better my daughter remains Kanya only. It is okay if she doesn't get married, but she has to go to a proper house. Kanta Uma Mama Prana Piyari. You know why? Because she is my life itself. Prana Piyari, she is my life. Tell me something. If Parvati ji is daughter of Maina, is she not the daughter of Himavan also? So is it not true that he also loves his daughter so much? Is it not true that Parvati is the life of Himavan also so much? But then, this is how life goes on. This is how pressures are created. This is how disturbance comes to the mind. This is how agitations come to the mind. When we expect something and we also put pressure. First of all, Naraji put a bombshell, and naturally, very common, we should not always use, but then unfortunately it is a common fact. Nari Subhavu, it gets very agitated. Oh, what will happen to my daughter? And then what do they do? Very easy thing. Transfer the agitation to the husband, so that he remains permanently husband. Transfer. Jauna milai baru girijai jagu. If only we fail to get a proper match to Girija, if only we fail, then you know what happened? Look at the pressure tactics. Girijada sahaja kahihi sabulagu. What will all people talk? They will say, Giri Jada, this king of Himalaya, he is a Buddhuman, he is a Jada, he is an unintelligent person. Like that, people will talk. Now, please note one thing here. The world, whatever you are, however you are, in whichever way you are, they have no jobs to do, they will only talk. If I have to satisfy them, then I will become a miserable person, trying to satisfy everybody in the world. Can you ever satisfy everybody? You cannot. Therefore, do not worry about the world as to what they speak. A very, very great lesson. Don't worry about what people speak. Be what is right for you. Be righteous and just put your foot down what you want to achieve. I have to be clear what is it that I want in life and trek the path. Let anybody talk anything they want. Why do you worry? I will take my example. When I wanted to come to this side of life, take up spiritual path, hi Ram, already my parents, me being a only son, parents are definitely disturbed and agitated and confused and whatnot. Normal parents, nothing new. If they don't get all those agitations, then naturally they are abnormal in a manner of saying. So naturally they getting worried and things like that. It is very obvious. And people also throw fuel in the fire. Your son is going. What happened to him? Why doesn't he like to study? Didn't she get a proper girl to get married? Why is he going? Oh, you Rama. Parents are already disturbed and people also throw so much of confusion in them. What will they do? Therefore, with this, let us take one lesson very strongly. Do not interfere in others' business. That is what Bhagavad Gita says. Swadharme nidhanam shreyaha. What is Swadharme nidhanam shreyaha? Mind your own business. Paradharmo bhayavaha. That which is none of your business. So don't go and talk to others and interfere in their affairs. Go and disturb them, pressurize them, confuse them. Mind your business. However good, nearest, closest they may be, keep that, we always say, keep 1 arm distance. What is that 1 arm distance? Keep your mind away from others' personal issues. Because it will pressurize them and make their quality of work also very low. Right? Uma, Girijada sahaja kahi sabu logu. Sabu logu, all the people will say, you are he is a king after all. He cannot get that position without being, intelligent. But then, what will other people think? First thing in our life, if you want to be happy, throw this question out of your mind. Forever, bury it or burn it. What? What others will think. I don't have to worry about that. That is their problem. Swamiji, what if they think bad about me? Now, who is thinking bad about you? They. Whose mind is it? Their mind. Let them handle their own mind. Why do you want to get mishandle your mind for that? Is it not? And this is what Himavanta took to. He never got confused or pressurized. This is Buddhivanta gesture. The one who is intelligent will do what Himavant did. The one who is foolish will only think what other people think about us. Beware. Don't ever worry about what others think. They have no business first of all, and you don't have to worry what others think. Let them think. Let them get confused. Let them handle their mind. You handle your mind. Alright? And that is what Himavanta also did. Soi bichari pati kareu bibahu. She said, therefore, you take care. Think properly. Consult properly. Jaina bahori hoi uradavu. Why? Because if you understand that particular family properly, make sure that the right family to which our daughter will get married to, then the daughter will be very happy, and we will no more be left with regrets and repentance at the later date. Therefore, make sure, of course, in this case, Maina to her husband Himavan, actually made her point explicitly said we have to take care. So out of concern, out of love, because pranapiyari, she has said, therefore she had told. Now I added that because what we do also must be checked. Isn't it? We get hyped up lot very many times more because what others will think. Never do that. Behave like Himavan. And what did she do? Having said that, Asakahi pari charana dhari sisa, bole sahita saneha girisa. Asakahi, having said that, she prostrated at the feet of Himavan. You know, these are all very beautiful expressions. Whatever I say, Bhagavan, please take care. I fall at your feet. Meaning what? I surrender to you because I can't go out and check. You have to go and check. Therefore, we both, in a manner of saying, we both, me and Parvati, we surrender at your feet. Therefore, she fell at the feet of Himavan and she went. She was about to go. Bole sahita saneha girisa. Himavan was well composed. Composed, collected, quiet mind will make the right decision. Again I repeat Puja Gurudev's statement, quieter the mind, sharper the intellect. Therefore, keep your mind quiet at all times. Don't get carried away by things and happenings around you. Be quiet, be well composed. What did he say? Baru pavak pragate sasimahi narada bachanu anyatha nahi. My dear wife, Maina, the sage Narada's words cannot be untrue. We have checked this earlier also. It was said earlier also. In case Naradji's words become untrue, even moon will start emitting fire. Baru pavak pragate sasi mahi. Sasi, moon. It will throw fire if Naradji's words becomes untrue. Therefore, Naradji's words will become true. You don't worry, it will all be fine. Priya sochu pariharahu, Priya sochu pariharahu sabu, Sumirahi Shri Bhagavan. Priya, with lot of love. You know, this is another very beautiful point. When somebody is in distress, when somebody's mind is in distress, there is so much of suffering, pain, confusion, agitation in their mind. At that time, you don't shout back, don't, I know what I should do. Don't go on telling foolish lady, get out. That is not the way to talk. Isn't it? How do you address a person who is already in distress and pain? First, we have to comfort that mind which is in distress. When the mind is comfort, then the agitations of the mind will also become less. Therefore, when the agitations of the mind is less, listening will be better, if not best. Isn't it? In a confused mind, you shout, already she will be in shatters. Already she shattered because of the bombshell. Now if Himavan also shouts, very many people throw their agitations at home which they cannot do in their workplace. Isn't it? Think. Very many people just shout at their children, shout at their wives, or even other vice versa. Many times the other way, wife shouts at husband, wife shouts at the children, etc. Both are possible. In some cases, even why not? Children shout at the parents. All can happen. shouting, throwing tantrums is nothing but expression explicitly of my incapacity to handle the situation. Let me repeat. My incapacity to handle my own mind and the situation expresses itself as throwing tantrums, shouting. Therefore, handle your own mind, especially when there is an issue. When handling the mind when there are no issues is a different issue. But handling the mind when there are situations, when there are pressing situations, that is the time we have to handle our mind. Otherwise, there is nothing to handle. Mind is quite anyway. Is it not? Handling the mind properly and carefully comes only when the mind is supplied with confusion, when the mind is supplied with source for agitation. That is the time we have to take care of the mind. Alright, now look at that. When Mainaji is very, very confused and agitated, as though in a manner of saying, why? Because Naraji put a bombshell about Girija's, to be husband. Himavan understands. He understands. Maina is agitated. She requires consolation and clarity. Both are required. One is just consolation will not suffice. Why? Because that time it might be quiet, then it will go and create confusion later. Consolation is required to first calm down, and then clarity. Both are required so that that mind will no more get confused or distressed or disturbed. Mind will be quiet. Therefore he says, Priya, oh my dear. See this calling them with love. Anybody, need not be wife, can be husband, can be your friend, it can be your children, can be your parents. Maybe an extra step, hold there with the shoulders. Permitted person, legitimate person. Hold them with their shoulders. Tell them, Priya, my dear, relax. That very gesture clears half of the mind of the other person. Think, Priya, sochu. Think. Pariharyu sabha. Remove all your anxieties. Everything will be fine. All will be fine. That one thought, not only thought, it has to be expressed. Param Pujya Gurudev would always say, you must not only be good, you must show that you are good. You must not only care, you must show that you care. You must not only love, you must show that love explicitly. Why? Because the other person is not a Trikala Jnani. 4. Other person expects. Now here again 2 points are required. One is there are sympathy seekers who go on crying and brooding and go on pointing flaws and go on telling every time. Such people ignore. Ignore. Why? They are all sympathy seekers. Sympathy seekers. Self-pity. All that comes out of ahankara. Pure ego. Such people you have to just ignore. In Kannada there is a very beautiful saying, ahankarakke udasinave maddu. For all the ahankara, ignore them. That is the best medicine. People who are looking for sympathy, who always want to be, pitied upon, they are petty people. Ignore. But people who are in distress, they want love. They want that love to be shown to them. Not sympathy, love. For such people, give them that comfort so that their mind settles down. Give them that clarity so that their mind gets cleared and allow them to function. This is called management, mind management. That is what Himavan does. Priya, sochu, pariharu sabu, don't worry, everything will be fine. Confidence. What? Everything will be fine, don't worry. Okay. Think. That will solve half of the agitation. Sumirehu Bhagavan, Shri Bhagavan. Remember Bhagavan. This is what we fail to do. This is exactly what we fail to do. At the time of distress, we only brood and cry and worry and confuse and whatnot. Not only my mind, I also bring disturbance all around me. Isn't it? As Gurudev would rightly say, Swayam confusya, anyanapi confusayati. I also get confused and I supply confusion free all around me. Think. Don't do that. Quieten the mind. Quiet. Think at that time, think of Bhagavan. When you are irritated, when you are frustrated, when you are disturbed, just quietly sit down somewhere. Somewhere you go and sit down quietly. Preferably alone. Definitely alone. And just chant. Forget thinking. Just chant. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Continue. 10 minutes you sit down, that mind will become quiet. Such a quiet mind will be able to look at the situation objectively. What is our condition? Our condition, we take it subjectively and suffer. Place the condition outside. We will see in Sundarakand. We will see what is this great management technique. Now I will just mention and go ahead because at that time we will have to see it properly. Look at it objectively. When you look at it objectively, you are a neutral person, you can find solution. Think. A witness even in the court. Why is that witness called? The witness is different from both the parties. He has looked at it objectively. Therefore, he can bring clarity to the actual situation. Similarly, take a neutral standpoint and look at the condition, situation, problem, so-called. Actually, there is never a problem in life. I keep telling this. All are situations. If you mishandle the situation, then it becomes problem and then graduates to become a crisis. At the time of situation, keep the situation away. Look at it objectively. Solution you can definitely find. Instead of brooding over, crying, and Bhagavan is not at all looking at me. Bhagavan is also partial. He is only helping my neighbor. These are all foolish way of thinking. Therefore, Shri Bhagavana Sumirahu. Think of Bhagavan, quieten the mind. Parabati nira mayavujehi soi kari kalyana. Bhagavan only has created Parvati. All of us. He is a creator. Doesn't he know how to give what is required for us at the appropriate time? We have belief in God. We must have faith in God. Tum rachak ka humko darna. Why should I fear. You are there to take care. Idanna mama. Now this is not mine. You take care, Bhagavane. Anyata sharanam nasi. Tvameva sharanam mama. Offer it to him. Bindas, be happy na. Hai Ram. So, Bharavatihi Niramayau Jehi. Jehi means who? Bhagavan. So he karahi kalyan. He will take care of everything. Why do you worry? Relax. Now see, all these words bring so much of joy. Continuing. अब जो तुम ही सुता परनेहु तो अस जाई सिखावनु देहु करे सो तपु जेहि मिलहि महेशु आन उपाय न मिटिहि कलेसु नारद बचन सगर्भ सहेतु सुंदर सब गुण निधि वृषकेतु अस विचारि तुम तजहु असंका सब ही भांति संकरु अकलंका सुनिपति बचन हर्षि मन माही गई तुरत उठि गिरिजा पाही उमहि बिलोकी नयन भरे भारी सहित स्नेह गोद बैठारी बारहि बार लेति उरलाई गद गद कंठन कछु कहि जाई जगत मातु सर्वज्ञ भवानी मातु सुखद बोली मृदुबानी सुनहि मातु मैं दीखस सपन सुनावउ तोई सुंदर गौर सुबिप्रवर अस उपदेश मोहि सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। अब जो तुम ही सुता परनेहु. Now you already have so much of love for your daughter. Do one thing. Ta as jai sukhavan dehu. Now what did the Acharya say? She has to take up austerity, penance. Then she will get Bhagavan Shivaji. Now you have so much of love for her. You go and peacefully, with calmness, collected, composed, relaxed mind. These are all within brackets. It is not said here. I have added. Because these are all the traits of a person who loves the other. When I love somebody, then when I deal with that somebody, I must have all these. My mind calm, quiet, relaxed, composed, collected, free of all kinds of agitations. And you go and sikhavanu. Go and teach her how to take up austerities. Karai so tapujehi milahi maheshu. And let her know that by taking the tapas in such a way, that will bring union. Now so that milahi maheshu, it will bring union with Bhagavan Shivaji. But tapascharya is very, very important. Ana upayana mitihi kalesu. There is no other way. Ana upaya mitahi nahi. There is no other way for this. Tapascharya is the only thing. Narada Bachana Sagarbha Sahetu. What Naraji said, Narada Bachana Sagarbha Sahetu. Sagarbha meaning what? It is very deep. It has got lot of pregnant thoughts. The import is very, very strong. Therefore, it cannot be untrue. Sundara Sabaguna Nidhi Vrishaketu. What did he say? Vrishaketu, Shiva, is Sundara. He is handsome. See, very many times we all look only at the external, we judge. That is the right word. We judge by looking at somebody. We judge people at their looks. I remember somebody told me once, Swamiji, it is a disaster in my life. I said, what happened? He said, I got married to a wrong person. Why? Didn't you see properly? No, they sent me a photo, and in that photo she was looking beautiful. I said, okay. It was later I understood that there was half a centimeter of painting in her face when they took the photo, and now she is so dark. I am giving you a very funny, stupid example. It can be other way also. The man would probably be wearing, I am giving an extreme example. He might be half bald, so he might be wearing a wig and looking very good and then send a photo. See, normally we judge from what we see. But we have to think and, scrutinize. In my Matrabhasha, with your permission, I will take. There's a very beautiful saying. Kannal kanbadum poi, kadal ketpadum poi, thira visarippade me. It says, what you see with your eyes need not be truth. What you listen to with your ears need not be truth. Thira visarippade. Scrutinize, analyze, think. Gurudev always used to say, don't take whatever I say on face value. Think. You have intelligence, you have to think and then only accept. Don't accept blindly. Don't have blind faith, he would say. Then it is belief only, blind belief. We all have lot of blind faith and lot of blind belief, and then finally what? And then, oh, that person is like that. That person was like that all the time. Is it not? I need to be careful. I need to take care. Coming to Narada's words, Naradji cannot be true. This is faith. This is not just blind belief. Sundara. Bhagavan is Sundara. He is beautiful, handsome. Sabaguna. All virtues are with him. Nidhi Vrishakeshuni. Nidhi means Sabaguna Nidhi. He is the abode of all virtues. Who? Shiva Vrishaketu. Asabicharitum tajahi asanka. Thinking this, remembering what Naradji said, tajahi asanka. Give up all your doubts. Give up all your worries, agitations. Be happy. And then do what? Sabahi bhat sakarus akalanka. Everybody clearly says what? Shankara is absolutely faultless. Shankara is absolutely flawless. Therefore, all the more you don't have to worry. And when he said that, Sunipati bachan harashi man mahi, listening to Pati's words, Maina, his wife, became comfortable. It's very important. When somebody is in distress, talking good words, bringing confidence. Not go then, I know what to do, I don't know, Bhagavan, Papa, it is her. Don't talk like that. Bring in positivity. Remember, PMA, positive mental attitude. When somebody is agitated, go and pour positive mental attitude, and that positivity in them will remove the negativity. Therefore, he said, don't worry, be happy. No, that slang, that phrase there, don't worry, be happy. Sunipati bachana harashi manamahi, she became delighted. Why? That confidence has come in her. very beautifully proclaimed and declared by Naradji's words later about the goodness of Shiva and the words by her husband. It brought delight. Gai turata uti girija pahi. She went near Girija. Umahi bilo ki nayana bhare bari. But the moment, this is again Nari Subhava, the moment she saw the child Girija, all those things came back. We are such useless people, I tell you. We bring back all unwarranted, unwanted, useless thoughts only again and again, and we establish them in our mind and suffer. All the good things also we have an option to think, isn't it? We will not think any of the good options. We will only think all the unwarranted things. Umahi bilohi nayana bhare bari, sahita sanehu goda baithari. With lot of love, she called her and made her and sat with her. Goda made her sit in her lap. Barahi bara leti uralai. Again and again she hugged the child. Why? Her mind is disturbed. In spite of he saying, she came out with that happiness, but again it comes back. So again and again she hugs her child. Gada gada kanthana kachu kahijai. Her kantha, her throat was choked and a lot of water, tears coming in. Jagata Matu Sarbhagya Bhavani. Bhavani, Girija is the mother of everybody. But here, Maina is the mother of Parvati. Matu Sukhada Boli Mridabani. She now, Parvati consoles Maina. Parvati ji tells Maina ji, her mother, Sunahi Matu mein dikhi asa, sapana sunava unto tohi. Oh mother, listen to me. I got a dream. I will tell you about it. Come. Sundara Gaura Subiprapara. Very, very beautiful, handsome, fair and great complexioned Brahmana. He came into my dream. And Asa Upadesahu. He told me, he gave me this Upadesha. What is that Upadesha? We will see in our next series. All right. Please give a lot of thought during this week to especially the last two chaupai is very, very, very potent and very, very directly associated with our thought patterns, our texture and quality of thoughts. Please go through it again and again. Sit down and analyze. We will meet in our next series on the 1st of March. Thank you so much again and again. Dhanyavadaha to all those who are inspiring me and supporting our ashram also. We will now take 2 minutes of a Nama Japa as always and then conclude the series. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 Jaya Jaya Ram.